in the crypto market, whether you are investing or you are trading, whether you are doing a smart contract or you are doing a DeFi staking project, capital preservation is the only thing that can keep you in the market. The only thing that keep you in the space. So if you can hear me, put on the chat box. If you can hear me, put on the chat box that you can hear me. Let me be sure that I'm communicating. Please, if you can hear me, just indicate that you can hear me. I want to be sure that I am communicating.
Yes, yeah. Can hear you.
Okay. So before I share my screen, I want to welcome all of you to this training. I'm going to introduce myself. So by the time I will share my screen, I will introduce myself. For those of you that are attending my training for the first time, you get to know me better today. When I started, how I've been doing it, and how I've been able to preserve my capital for all the years I've been in the crypto space. How I've been able to preserve my capital. It's not that I have not lost money before. In fact, I have lost money several times. But my experiences have given me some good insights to know how to manage my risk whenever I am doing crypto. Anything related to crypto, whether it is trading or investment. It doesn't matter what people tell you. It doesn't matter how much you trust the project you want to invest in. Always preserve your capital by applying risk management. Because in this space, I always tell people that you are fully responsible for any financial decision you make. So it is not about, you are the one that introduced me to the business. You are the one that introduced me to that. That is a busy mentality. As an investor, you should know that every financial decision you make is solely your responsibility.
Yes.
So if you make any mistake, you don't have to blame anybody about it. That is why I always tell people to learn how to research projects themselves. And that is one of the things I'll be talking about in this training. So any decision you make is solely your responsibility, you don't blame anybody for it. It is only people who have Ponzi mentality, Ponzi scheme mentality, that always blame people for their failure. But if you are a real investor, you should know that investment is risky. Any investment you are making, anything you are putting your money into, hoping for a return is risky. I don't sugarcoat things. For some of you that always watch my video reviews on YouTube, you should know that I don't sugarcoat things, because whatever you are doing is absolutely your responsibility. So if I'm doing my review, I make sure that I do objective review. I don't want to get biased. No matter how the project owners and the administrators try to lobby me to be biased, I try as much as possible not to be biased. Because anything I tell you may either influence you to lose your money or gain your money. So whatever you are doing, always have in mind, whether you are a leader who is building a team of people, always have in mind that team is not a temporary something. Most of those that joined me in business today, because business is one of the smart contract projects I'm promoting currently. Most of those today are those that have been with me for many years. If I was busy pushing them from one Ponzi scheme to another, by now they will not believe whatever I tell them. But I try as much as I can to do very good research before I can tell you, okay, I am recommending you to this particular project. So I want you as a leader, because anybody who is in this call this evening is a leader. So as a leader, I want you to have in mind that it is not about what you are gaining at this point. It is about the team you are building for future. When you are recommending people to your project, to a business or anything you are doing, always have in mind that it is not all about what you are gaining today. It is about the team of people you are building for the rest of your life. So that is always what I have in mind whenever I am doing a particular review about a project. There are people that were following us before, but it looks like they were not seeing results and they quit. Now, when we started seeing results, some of them ask, how are you doing it? So sometimes when you are beginning, a lot of persons will give up on you. A lot of persons will quit. A lot of people who believed in you, who trusted you, who have been building with you, who have that so much confidence in you, some of them may quit on the long run. The reason some of them quit may be because they are not seeing what they are expecting. But on the long run, they will start to look at you from afar, and at a stage they would like to come back. That is it. So result will always bring them back. And the only thing that will give you that result is when you are very sincere to your audience. Don't be manipulated by anybody. No matter how much you are making from any project you are doing, make sure you are very sincere about it. So, like I said, I'm talking about crypto in general, so I'll be sharing my screen right now. I will talk about generally, I will talk about smart contracts, and I will conclude this training. So let me share my screen so that we will get started. So once again, I welcome everybody. I know that some of you are new to crypto, and some of you are not really new to crypto, but you are still observing the market to understand how all these things work. And then some of you may actually be making some good money from the crypto space, but still you also need to be sure of what you are doing. And some of you are actually professionals already. Some of you are actually professionals already in the crypto space and a lot of that. So that is why this training, I will have everybody in mind. All right, I will bear everybody in mind. So in the course of this training, I will do this training in the way that both the newbies and professionals will be carried along. All right. So the topic is profitable safe, and smart strategies. Winning in crypto. Profitable, safe, and smart strategies. That is the topic. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Can you
yes,
see my screen?
yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, how to profit safely in the crypto space without losing your capital. That is the topic. That is the subtitle. How to profit safely in the crypto space without losing your capital. So, for those of you that didn't join me in the beginning, I was saying that capital preservation is the most important thing in the crypto space, because once you lose your capital, you are starting afresh. That's what it means. So in all you do, preserve your capital. That is always what I tell people. Preserve your capital, no matter what is happening. Preserve your capital. So this is the content of what we are talking about tonight. Trading smart for 100% profit without losses. How to spot the right coins to hold, either for short term or long term. Principles of trading success. Avoiding crypto scam and poison schemes. Smart contract project that pays up to 0.85% daily. And then for those of you that would like to be in my Signal group, I will tell you how to be in my Signal group. And then question and answer slides. That is all we'll be talking about. And I will make everything to be very brief. So I would like you to pay rapt attention, because I don't wait for anybody in my training. My name is Chukwudi Martins Maris. I'm a business coach and a trainer. Please, if you join us, mute yourself. I think I will make some persons host so that they will be muting people. But I don't want to be drawn back, please. If you join us, just mute yourself. So 7 years experience in network marketing, 4 years experience in affiliate marketing, and a crypto trader since 2021. Yes, I've been hearing about crypto from 2020. During the period of bull run, I've been hearing about crypto. One of my friends, when I was in the university, introduced me to a smart contract project we did then. I've forgotten the name of the project, but I know that everything was not clear to me then. So one of my friends actually introduced me to smart contracts we did. I didn't even know how that smart contract ended, but all I knew is that I made some money from it. So that was my first time of creating, because it was decentralized project as well. That was my first time of creating a Trust Wallet account, because we connected the project to Trust Wallet. So that was actually my first time of doing crypto. All right. So I have trained over 1,000 persons to earn between $500 to $2,000 online in less than 90 days, even if they don't have a prior knowledge about the business they ventured into. The reason I'm telling you this thing is because I always make sure I show you practical things you need to do. It is now left for you to implement it or not. So that's why I'm telling you this. So I've been trading cryptocurrency since 2020. But after the bull run, that led to a massive pump, because there was an all-time high of Bitcoin then during the bull run. And then after that, towards the end of 2021, the market dumped. The crypto, I think Bitcoin dropped from over 60,000 to 14,000 towards the end of 2021. So a lot of persons were liquidated. A lot of persons, in fact, before that 2020, before that dump, my friend was already showing me the car he wanted to buy, okay? Because he made a whole lot of money from crypto. He was showing me the car he wanted to buy, and the market crash started, and the whole market dumped. He couldn't buy the car. In fact, he was very close to begging for money to even eat, because he lost a whole lot of money. All right. So that was actually his reality, and because of that, I withdrew all my money from crypto, leaving only less than $1 in my KuCoin wallet, and I use it to enter a trade. So let's continue. So I decided to focus on other businesses because I lost a lot of money in crypto, and I said to myself that it is not my thing, so I had to get busy with other things. Maybe you have been losing money on crypto, you haven't really made any tangible results from the crypto space. This training is actually for you because my story may actually motivate you to understand that if you continue doing this, you may develop some experiences and strategies that will help you in the space. All right. So, few months after, please, who is talking in the background? Please, can you mute yourself, please? I don't want to be going back and forth. So, to help us, just mute yourself. Precisely in 2022, I discovered that some of my friends who didn't quit with me were making a lot of money, though there are some occasions they complain of losing funds, but their income are still more than their losses. So I decided to venture into crypto again. But this time I said to myself that I have to go through training before trading with my real money again. So I decided to pay for courses. I pay for different crypto courses. I have a lot of mentors in the crypto space that I have learned from, that I've paid for their courses to learn. So I didn't just learn from one person, I learned from different people. All right. So a few months after, I decided to give it a try. After paying for series of training and acquiring some knowledge, I started training. I started trading futures with little capital. All right. So I invested less than $1 on futures using my no loss strategy, which is a combination of knowledge I got from different crypto experts and my own experience as well. And in less than 1 year, I made over 3,000% profit from that particular trade. Meanwhile, I was also doing some other minor trades on my own. So how this thing happened was that when I abandoned that money on KuCoin, I left that money to a trade. I used that money to buy Bitcoin on futures. All right, and I abandoned it. So I even forgot about it. I even forgot that I had some money there because I was using some other exchanges like Binance until when some Binance officials were arrested in Nigeria and Binance banned P2P, I switched to Bybit. All right, so I was using Binance and Bybit then, and I wasn't paying attention to my KuCoin. But one day, I checked my KuCoin account and I was seeing some money that I didn't know where it came from. All right, so that was when I actually remember that I actually entered a trade. So that is actually the trade that paid me over 3,163% profit. All right, you can see that I bought Bitcoin when the price was 16,616, and I sold when the price was 69,201. All right, so it is all about patience. So when you are trading crypto, you also need to be patient. If you are applying risk management, you need to be patient. If you are not applying risk management, always apply your stop loss so that you will not lose your capital. Don't have full confidence in your analysis, because that is why sometimes when I am making analysis, for those of you that always listen to my updates, when I make my analysis, I always use the word may. I use the word may because I am not in full control of the market. The market can be manipulated by any will. Trump can make any announcement and it will manipulate the whole market. So I always use the word may. I don't use must or will. I don't use these two words whenever I'm making analysis. I use the word may because anything can happen. So that is it. So you don't need to have too much confidence in the market, especially when it comes to trading crypto or financial markets. All right. So when I discovered that this formula is effective, I decided to give myself a challenge with $50. All right. And in less than 2 months, I was able to flip my $50 to $850 on Bybit. All right. So that was when I actually decided to share my strategies to people. And some of those who use this strategy to trade made some good profits. and decided to share the testimonials also. So people that are applying my trading strategies have also shared their own testimonials, made some good profit from the market, and they are independently doing their trades without anybody having to tell them when to trade and when not to trade, because they understand the market. All right, so that is it. So you can see some testimonials from people that have used my trading formulas before. You can see them on your screen. All right, so that is it. So now some of you here are busy investing in different crypto projects that promises you ROI, but you don't even know how to fund your wallet. In the sense that anytime you want to fund your wallet, you always tell somebody to help you fund, or you send your money to somebody to help you fund. All these things are what you can do by yourself. You don't need anybody's help to fund your wallet. All right, so you don't need to send anybody money to fund your wallet. You can actually do all these things by yourself. The reason I'm saying this is because a lot of persons have reported some individuals to me that they sent money to fund their wallet and they got blocked. Those people blocked them. They try, and I'm even very disappointed in somebody that I look up to as a leader that defrauded somebody of $200. Meanwhile, this particular person posts millions of naira and thousands of dollars he is making from trades, but somebody sent him money and he blocked the person. I even reached out to him, he blocked me too. So sometimes the person you are looking up to may be the one that will scam you. The person you trusted so much may be the one that will scam you, and you will be very surprised. So at the end of the day, the best thing is to learn how to do all these things by yourself. So like my story is too long. If I start telling you how a lot of places if I tell you how much I have lost in this market because of the trust I had for people, you will know that you will be clapping for me whenever you see me doing a review of a crypto project, because because there are some persons I trusted so much that built blockchain project that we invested our money into, and the the they scammed us of our money, and we didn't get that money up to today. If you want to drag them to court, even if you go to court, you will spend more than you will even spend more than you invested, and nothing will come out. And if you say you want to use police to arrest them, if you arrest them, will you kill them? So at the end of the day, it boils down to learning how to do certain things by yourself instead of sending your money to people and trusting your money to people. All right. So trading smart for 100% plus profit without basis, we please, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Please make somebody an admin to be muting these people, please.
I will do that right away. I will do that right away. Because they are really distracting us.
I can actually do
Let me
that.
check. Okay. Let me check some persons. Please. Onyetex, are you available I want to make you admin. Onyetex, are you there? Uche,
Yes, I'm here.
I'll make you admin now so that you'll be helping me to mute these people that are distracting us here.
All right.
They should also turn off their video. Even on your test, they should turn your videos off. Turn your videos off.
Yes. You can also turn off the. Please turn off your video. Why are you even? Some persons are just distracting us here. Please, please help me to do this. I made you a co-host. Please help me to do this.
200. Shop go inside. If you are buy this camera, okay.
All right. So sorry for the distraction. Let's continue from where we stopped. I believe we are all together. I believe we are together. Just put it on the chat box that we are together.
Yes, we are.
All right. So let's continue. So at the end of the day, you need to learn how to do all these things yourself. These are the basic things. Let me just list the basic things you need to learn as an investor who is investing in a crypto project, or somebody who wants to hold a coin for a long term or short term purpose, or someone who wants to be trading crypto. At least you should have an exchange that you'll be using for that funding of your account. And one of the exchange you can have Bybit. For those of you in Nigeria, you know that Bybit is very good. Bitgate wallet, Bitgate exchange is also good. And then Binance is good for some of you that are in other countries, because in Nigeria, P2P is no longer working on Binance, but it is actually working on Bybit and Bitgate. So you can actually use Bybit and Bitgate. For those of you in Nigeria, these are the exchanges, trusted exchanges you can use to fund your wallet and do your trading. So whenever you want to invest in a crypto project or in a smart contract or in a staking project, all you need to do is to fund that wallet. Deposit the money directly on Bybit and you'll fund your wallet. In fact, this is a bonus I'm going to give everybody at the end of this video. At the end of this training, I'm going to share my tutorials, my video tutorials in the WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing the video tutorials in the WhatsApp group where you will learn all these things yourself. This is actually a basic course that I charge money for, but I will share it for free in the group today. All right, so if you're not in the group today, you may miss it. So I will share it for free so that you will just take your time, watch those videos one by one, learn how to register an account, learn how to be funding your wallet, and learn how to withdraw your money whenever you want to withdraw. It's not a must that you will send money to somebody before the person will send you money. If you don't trust, you may trust the person though, but sometimes people can be very crazy. There is an amount of money you will send to somebody, the person will the person will block you. No matter how trustworthy the person is, he will block you. Maybe you may not know when the person is broke. You may not know whether the person is having a pressing need that he needed money for. So he will just say, let me use this money. Highest next week I will pay the person back. And that is how it all starts. So you need to learn how to do all these things yourself. So you need to know the difference between spot trading and future trading. Spot trading is like you are investing your money on a coin. For instance, maybe you saw a coin called Solana, and you say, oh, this coin, you did your analysis, you did your research, and you checked the tokenomics and everything. You say, wow, this is a promising project. I think I need to invest on it. And then you say, okay, let me put $10 on this coin. Let me put $50 on this coin. Then you buy that coin and forget about it. That is spot trading. You buy and forget. No, it's not that when you buy it every day you will be checking, how much is it today? Tomorrow you will check, oh, how much is it tomorrow? That is not spot trading. You are investing. So when you buy, you leave it for a long time. When it gives you the profit you desire, you then sell it off. All right, that is how to invest. That is how to do spot trading. Check sometimes there was a time I used to post the list of coins you can hold for long term in our WhatsApp group. When I posted the list of coins you can hold for long term on, I think I posted around I started doing that in last year. Last year, I posted some list of coins you can hold. I mentioned some coins like, I even mentioned some big coins like Ethereum, Bitcoin. Somebody was telling me that, how can I still be telling people to buy Bitcoin and hold? That Bitcoin is already, the amount is too much. This one. I said, you don't need to invest you don't need to buy a bit, because as at then, Bitcoin was around $45,000 as at last year when I was doing this. I think there was a time Bitcoin dropped to 40 something thousand. So I was telling people to buy Bitcoin then, and somebody was telling me, but the price is too much. You don't need to have that's $45,000 to buy the Bitcoin. You can actually buy the Bitcoin with your $10. You can actually buy the Bitcoin with your $20 or your $50. So if you had bought and the Bitcoin price climbed to 120 something, you've made a whole lot of profit. You can decide to sell off your Bitcoin and take your money back. That is how to do spot trading. I don't believe in pumping and dumping with the market. For me, my own spot trading strategy is different from some people's own. Yes, you can buy and hold for long term if you want to, especially if you are buying some meme. Anyway, I don't even advise people to buy meme coins for long term. But if you are buying something like utility tokens, or some tokens that that can be used to pay gas fee and all those type of utility coins, if you are buying them, you can actually hold some of those coins for long term purpose, so that when the price of those coins start going up, you sell. All right, but if you buy a coin and the price of the coin starts going down, what do you do? Two things you do: either you use apply stop loss, or you apply dollar cost average. That is what we call DCA. In terms of future trading, okay, let me differentiate it. I was talking about spot trading. Spot trading is when you buy to hold for a long term, so that when the price go up, you sell. All right, now for spot trading, if the price go down, you don't have to sell out of panic, unless you are not sure of the coin you are investing your money into. There are some coins that have some good utility, and you know that this coin will continuously be adopted. All right, so the more the people are adopting this coin, the more the price increases. So even if the price is not okay today, the price will be okay tomorrow. There are coins that does not worth $1 some few years back, but today they are worth over $100. All right, so it is all about the future. When it comes to spot trading, it is all about future. You need to be futuristic about it. You need to know that you are buying this for a long term purpose. But me, if I see that this a coin I bought hit all time high, I sell. When I sell, I wait for the market to drop and then I buy back. That is how I do my own spot trading. But there are some coins you can actually leave. Even if they hit all time high, you can leave them to be there. Yes, but there are some coins that once they hit all time high, sell, take your profit, and then when the price drop, buy again. Just like Bitcoin, the way Bitcoin is doing. Yesterday, Bitcoin dropped to 95,000 from 120 something thousand. It has been dropping. It has been descending. It has been descending. All right, till it descended to 95,000. So in that situation, some persons may even bought at that 120,000, expecting the price to get to 200,000 before the market started dropping. So you need to understand the market so that you will know when to buy and when to sell. All right, now for future trading, is also called leverage trading or derivative trading. This is a type of trading whereby you borrow money, you borrow leverage, you borrow money from the exchange you are using. For instance, if you are trading with Bybit, let me know if I can share my trading account now. Let me show you something on Bybit. Let me show you the difference between the two. Okay, please hold on. All right. Okay, so you can see that currently, I believe you can see my screen, right? You can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes, we are seeing it.
All right. So you can see that if you trade an asset, now if I go to trade, this is the demo account. So any money you are seeing here is not a real money. Don't think that is my money. This is a demo account. So now this is a trade. Now you can see a coin called MNT. All right. Slash USDT. That is MNT pair slash USDT. Now this is, as it is now, this is a spot trade. So if I buy this coin at 1 point, okay, let me actually do a market order. This is a limit order. Limit order means you want to buy when the price gets to a certain amount. Then market order means you want to buy at this particular price. Now, if I want to buy MNT at the current price, which is $1.19, all I need to do is put the amount I want to buy. For instance, I want to buy 100 MNT, and then I click on buy. All right, buy. Okay, so you can see that I have successfully bought $100 worth of MNT. So if I go to my assets, okay, hold on, let this thing load up. So if I go to my assets, you can see the MNT that I just bought. You can see it is $99.83. So at this price now, all I need to do for spot trading, all I need to do is just leave it like this. Anytime it gives me profit, I will sell. So if I want to sell this MNT now back, what I need to do is just go to the trading account, click on sell. Remember the other time we clicked on buy, now we are clicking on sell. If you click on sell, you can fill in the amount of MNT you want to sell. All right. So for instance, let's say 100. Okay, let's say we are selling half of it, and then you click on sell. You click on sell. You can see we just sold half of it. That is it. The money will go back to our what? USDT, because USDT is a stable coin. The price of USDT does not go up or down. So you don't have anything to lose when your money is on USDT or USDC. You don't have anything to lose. So even if the whole market is crashing and your money is in USDT or USDC, you have nothing to lose. Your money will not crash. All right, because it is a stable coin. When we say stable coin, it means a coin that the price does not have volatility. All right, the price does not go up or down. There's no volatility, so the price is static. It's just like one USDT is equivalent to $1. That is what it means. So that is it. Now this is what we call spot trading. We just bought and we sold whenever we want at our own price. But if you want to do future trading, this is the difference between spot trading and future trading. All right, so let's go to futures. All right, now we are on futures. You can see that there was a slash between MNT and USDT before, but on future that slash does not exist. All right, that is how to know the difference between the two when you are choosing a pair on Bybit, because I'm using Bybit. Now, when you want to trade MNT USDT on Bybit, all you need to do at this point, there are different leverages here. There is what we call isolated margin, and then cross margin portfolio. Now, the one that a lot of person know is cross margin and isolated margin. The difference between isolated margin and cross margin is that if you use cross margin, you are using the whole money in your balance. This available balance, we have 99,978. So if we use cross margin and we decide to buy this coin now at $10, all right, okay, let's say $100. Now it simply means that, and we are using 10x leverage. 10x leverage means that we are borrowing times 10 of this particular amount from Bybit. That is, the profit margin will be times 10. That means if the price of this coin increases by 1%, our profit will increase by 10%. That is what it means. If the price drop by 1%, our profit will drop by 1%, by 10%. If the price increases by 10%, our profit will increase by 1%, our profit will increase by 10%. If the price decrease by 1%, our profit will decrease by 10%. Now, you can see that they have a lot of leverages here. Now, the highest for this particular pair is 25x leverage. So this 25x leverage now simply means if we enter this trade with, let's say, $500, if the price of MNT increases by 1%, our profit will increase by 25%. If the price reduces by 1%, we will lose 25% of the money we are using to trade. All right, that is what it means. So that is how to use cross margin. Now, the difference between cross margin and isolated margin is that if we have $99,977 and we use $500 to enter trade, if the price of these coins continue to drop, if the price start dropping now and continue dropping until the price, we are losing we've lost the whole $500. We are seeing a loss of $500. That means that particular $500 we used to enter the trade has finished. The market will enter our main capital, the remaining capital. Let me show you example. Let me enter a trade now. Let me just long. I'm not setting my TP and SL because this is a tutorial. So I just long this coin now. All right. So you can see that the trade is on. All right. You can see that the trade is on. Now we are in profit 0.04. But if the price starts going down and the price goes down to the extent that we are losing $500 on this particular trade, what will happen? The system will start taking from our remaining balance, our available balance. The system will start taking from it to do what? To maintain the trade. So if this money finishes, if this $99,956 finishes, we will be liquidated unless we set our stop loss. That is how cross margin works. But if you are using isolated margin, let me choose isolated margin. If you are using isolated margin, it simply means that if we use $500 to enter trade, if we lose that $500, the market will close. So it will not affect the remaining balance in our capital. So that is how future trading works. And like I said, when the price increases by 1%, you will make 25% profit. If it increases by 2%, you make 50% profit. If it increases by 3%, you make 75% profit. That is the reason people use high leverage. But high leverage is always very risky. In my trading course, I taught my students that high leverage is always very risky. So they should always learn how to use a lower leverage and risk management. So that is it. I believe we all are following. I believe we all are following.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So that is it. So that's the difference between spot trading and future trading. If you want to learn more about future trading, you can always reach out to us. We have a full course on future trading. All right. So that is it. That is it. So let me continue from where I stopped. Let me continue from where I stopped. So when you are trading crypto, we'll be talking about risk management too, because at the end of the day, if you lose your capital, you are starting afresh. That is what I always tell people. If you lose your capital, you are starting afresh from square zero. All right. So if you are trading futures, if the market is dropping drastically, you can decide to apply stop loss or your dollar cost average to do what? To For you to apply dollar cost average, you will make sure that your liquidation point is not showing. Oh, I would have shown you what liquidation point means, because when your liquidation point is showing, it simply means that once the price of that coin gets to that particular amount, you will be liquidated. So you have already seen the warning ahead of time. Market does See, let me tell you something. You will not just lose your whole capital in the crypto market just like that. You will always see the sign. You will even be warned. So even before you get liquidated, they even send you a notification. They even send you an email that you are about to be liquidated. You will receive the email even before you are liquidated. So at that point, if you have money to save yourself from the liquidation, you can do what? You can exit the trade or pump more money into the market if you are using a cross margin. That is just it. So at the end of the day, either you exit the market in losses or you pump more money into the market to maintain your trade. That is if you have enough money that can hold that trade until there is a reversal in the market. If not, the best thing is just apply your stop loss and exit. All right. So there are people that commit suicide. You see some persons say you see news of people committing suicide that because they lost all their money on crypto. This one liquidation and all that is because they actually have the full confidence in the market, thinking that it will always go in their direction. And then as a result, they didn't apply risk management and the market liquidated them. But there is no how you apply risk management and all these factors I am mentioning here, that you will lose your whole money on a coin or in a particular trade. So that is it. All right. So another thing is take profit like a professional. How does professionals take profit? Now, there is what I tell my people whenever I drop signals. Once we are in good profit, I always tell them to apply break even. There are some occasions where you will enter a trade. For those who are trading futures, you will enter a trade. You will see that this trade has given you, maybe this trade is supposed to give you 100% profit. You see that this trade has given you 98% profit. You are waiting for it to hit your 100% profit, and then in the process of waiting for it to hit your 100% profit, you see that the coin will drop from that 98% profit you are already. It will drop to the extent that you will be losing, you may even be losing 50% of your money already. It happens several times. So how to take profit as a professional is, once you are in good profit, set your stop loss above your entry. Set your stop loss above your entry. It is very important. Once you are in a reasonable profit, set your stop loss above your entry, so that even if the market is going down and the market actually goes down, it will close and you will still be in profit. So sometimes once you enter a trade and you are in a reasonable profit, set your stop loss above your entry. That is the best way to trade as a professional. Set your stop loss above your entry. All right. So that is how to take profit as a professional. And then sometimes you also need to stick to your goal. Stick to the plan. All right. You also need to stick to the plan. You don't have to always be monitoring the market every time you go and check, every time you go and. When you are driven by emotion, you will always lose money. because you will tell yourself, abeg let me close it before this thing will liquidate me, or before this price will go down. You will go and close prematurely, and then once you close, you see that the market will start pumping, and you will say, hey, if I now would have leave this, in fact, let me enter the trade now. And then you go and enter and the price will drop again. You will cry. So at the end of the day, you need to work on your emotion. Trade like a bot. The reason people use robots to trade is that robots don't have emotions. Robots don't have human psychology. So robot is following whatever you set there to follow. That's what robot follows. So that's why sometimes it looks like robots make more profit. All right. So that is it. Okay. So that is that. So apply the $100 no loss strategy. You get to learn more about $100 no loss strategy from our future trading course. And then risk reward ratio, always use 1-2 or 1-3, because this is how to use it. If your stop loss is 5%, your profit should be from 10% up. All right. If your stop loss is 5%, your profit should be 10% up. So whenever your TP is, your stop loss should be half of it. So if you're intending to make 20% profit from your trade, then your stop loss should not be up to 10%. Highest it will be 10%. If you're intending to make 100% from your trade, then your stop loss should not be up to 60%. In fact, let it not even be up to 50%. That is how to trade. All right. So that one profit will cover your losses. So if you trade like 4 times in a day, and you two of them you hit your profit, and the other two hit your stop loss, at least that two profit will cover your losses times 4. That is how to trade. All right. And then use low leverage. For a beginner, 3x or 5x leverage is okay. But for a professional, you can use 10x leverage, or highest 15x or 20x, if you apply risk management properly for professionals. All right, not for beginners. All right. So have a plan. Have don't use your emotion. Don't trade using your emotion. Don't apply high leverage. All right. Show an example, of a good setup whenever you are setting up your trade. So for you to know how to set up your trade and all that, you need to understand more about technical analysis, which I also covered in my trading course. All right. So that is it. Okay. So how do you know the right coins to buy? All right. What to buy and when. All right. So you need to research the fundamentals of that coin. When we talk about utility tokens, we are talking about coins that solve real life problems. So whenever you want to trade, whenever you want to buy a coin for long term, for future trading, you can actually use any coin to do your future trade, because it is something that happens within that day. But when it comes to a coin you want to hold for a long term purpose, always ask yourself, utility of this coin. What solution does this coin give? All right. What solution does this coin give? What is the real life problem that this coin solves? All right. So that is what we call utility. Utility means that this coin have some benefits. All right. Some benefits to the public, to real life, to the crypto market, to real life. All right. For instance, BNB is used to pay gas fee. Solana is a network too that you use to pay gas fee for coins that are in Solana network. Ton is also a blockchain, and the coin is used to pay gas fee for coins that are in Ton ecosystem. All right, and so on. and so forth. So whenever Ethereum and the rest of them, so whenever you are buying any coin, always do your research, read their tokenomics, ask yourself, after reading the tokenomics, what did they say is their plan? What is the future plan of the owner of this coin? Don't stop buying influencers coin. The other time Trump came up, they came up with a coin that they call Trump coin, and the people invested in it. Of course, the earlier investors made a whole lot of money, but the later investors lost a whole lot of money. A lot of persons were liquidated. All right, and after that one liquidated people, his wife created her own coin and say it's Melania token, and people also jump on it. The earlier investors make some profit, and the later investors got liquidated. Those who lost their money are more than those who make money from it. That is just the simple fact. So at the end of the day, if you are buying influencer like coins that doesn't have any utility, meme tokens that are just being hyped by influencers, it is for short-term purpose, not for long-term purpose. Because the price will only go up the point they talk about it. All right, you see that check all these utility, all these meme coins that all these influencers are promoting, all these meme coins that Elon Musk, all the influencers are talking about. You discover that the only time those coins the price increase is when they talk about it, because the only thing that drives the growth of that coin is people. When people buy, so it is just like Ponzi scheme. When the earlier investors buy, the later investors will come and they will begin to hype the coin. This is the idea. The idea is, let us buy this coin, let us post about it, let millions of people buy so that the price will go up. Once the price goes up, we will sell. So they will buy the coin, and before Elon Musk will come and tell you about Dogecoin, he has a lot of feet. All right, he has he has bought billions of it. All right, billions of it are in his wallet. Then he will go and tweet about it. People will Elon Musk have said it, let me go and buy. So once you are buying, the price will start pumping. The price will start within that day. The price will pump massively. Elon Musk will go and sell. So once Elon Musk sells, the price will crash. The price will begin to drop. You see one candle that will drop drastically because a whale has sold. All right. So that is one thing about meme coins. So whenever you are buying a meme coin, just have it in mind that the only thing that drives that particular coin is people talking about it. When the influencers are talking about it, that is the only thing that drives that particular token. All right. So always consider that before you buy a coin. Look at the team of developers that are in charge of that coin. What are the previous projects they have developed before? How good was the project? Are they trustworthy? You look at the team also, and then their partnership. You see, the reason Bitcoin is the way it is because a lot of persons are talking about it. A lot of persons, the other day we watched a video where Trump was paying with Bitcoin. He was using Bitcoin to make payments, and they were saying that he is the only president that is the first president that bought something with Bitcoin. So you see that there is adoption. A lot of persons are adopting the coin. So once there is adoption, the price of the coin will start going up. All right. And then also check some tools you can use to check when somebody tell you this, go and buy this coin is legit. There are a lot of persons can actually create a coin. Anybody can create a coin. Even you can actually create a coin and influence people to buy it, and then you rug pull them. All right, you can rug pull people. You can create a coin. There are a lot of Telegram groups where they do that. They gather together, create a coin, tell the community to buy it. Once the community buy, they sold off and rug pull the community. All right, so all the money you use to buy the coin will go to them, and then you will be left with nothing. That is how it works. So anybody can create coin. That is why we have all these tools like coin market cap. Coin market cap is where you check everything you need to know about that coin, especially for those of you that are doing staking projects. There are some staking projects I reviewed recently, and I was talking about their structure and how they cannot even be sustainable if they do certain setups. All right, you can check all those things on CoinMarketCap. You can use DEX tools too to check. You can use Token Sniffer to know if this coin is a scam project, because when you scan a coin on Token Sniffer, they will show you a lot of things. All right, whether the ownership is renounced, and also you can also use a desk screener to check whether the liquidity is locked and the rest of them. All right, so these are the tools that are already there for you. We are no longer in an era where somebody will just tell you, come and put your money here, and you jump and put your money there. We are no longer in that era. We've crossed that era. The era we are now is an era where you check before you invest. You look before you leap. You don't just leap without looking. Those who are leaping without looking are those who do not attend trainings like this. Because if you attend trainings like this, I will open your eyes, all right? And then I will tell you that on December, there are people that will be crying because they lost their money on investment platform, while those who own that platform will be enjoying flying private jet to different countries. Do you want your money to be used for enjoyment? Another person will be enjoying your money and you'll be begging for money. It doesn't make sense. And we are here to fight that. So when I do my review and post on YouTube, some persons will come and fight and criticize me and say a lot of things, but I don't give a damn. I don't care. All I know is that I am very transparent when I'm doing my review. I don't care whatever your project is promising people. I don't care the number of people that are doing it. I don't care the people that are promoting it. I don't want to know. If I do my review and I see any loophole, I will say it categorically. And then if you are investing in it, you will know that you are taking the risk. And then if you lose your money, you don't have to complain to anybody because you have been told. Okay, so that is it. Then for technical analysis, for me personally, what I use in my technical analysis is RSI indicator. Sometimes I use Bollinger Band, and then some people use MACD and MA, moving average, and all that. So you may not understand these languages now until you go through my technical analysis course. All right, so that is it. Okay, so look at market cycle stage. Okay, you need to look at the market cycle. You know when the market is at its peak. All right, sometimes when a coin is at its peak, that is not the right time to buy. All right, you should know when the market is at its peak. When I talk in my training, I talk about what is called market structure. You need to know you need to study the market structure. That's why sometimes people tell me, oh, Matthews, why are you not sending signals? I don't send signals when the market structure is undetermined. When the market is at its peak, I cannot begin to tell you to long. I can only tell you to short, because I know that the price will definitely drop. All right, so that is it. And then another thing, you need to follow news and trends. As an investor, always follow up with news. All right, that's why we have WhatsApp groups for all the projects we are doing. We have WhatsApp group for them, so that any information about that project, we post it there. All right, it is not about this time around. Is not when you begin to follow rumors. This person said this or that person said that. No, this time around is when you follow facts. We don't follow rumors, we follow facts. If you say something, bring your evidence. If you say that your project is smart contract, show us evidence that makes it a smart contract. You cannot tell us that you are doing a smart contract, but there's nothing smart about the contract. You are telling us smart contract, nothing is smart about the contract. No contract address, no public code for scrutiny, nothing to show that it is a smart contract. Then there's nothing smart about the contract. So if you're telling us you are doing a smart contract, give us the detailed information that makes your project smart contract, because every smart contract project is transparent. Even Bitcoin is transparent. The only thing that is not known about Bitcoin is the owner. But every other thing is transparent. You can track everything on chain. The contract address is public. All right. So these are the things you need to always put into consideration whenever you are investing in any crypto project. All right. So these are my trading success principles. Number one, develop or maintain a consistent strategy or copy the right trading signal. Now, I was telling somebody that you don't need one thing that you don't need anybody to teach you is your own trading strategy. Everybody have their own trading strategy. And how do you develop your own trading strategy? The only way to develop your own trading strategy is go attend a good trading course and start trading. All right, the more you trade, the more you get experience. The more you begin to look at, you begin to discover some other ways to do things to make more profit. And before you know it, you develop your own strategy, and you begin to combine your strategy with different other technicalities to arrive at good profit. That is the best way to do it. Don't begin to copy somebody. Yes, you may be copying somebody's strategy at the beginning, but let it not be more than 6 months. All right, within 6 months you should have been getting some experiences that will help you to develop your own strategy that you can use to trade. All right, and then have an effective risk management plan. I always say risk management is always the most essential. So have your own risk management plan. You can tell yourself, once this thing gets to this place, I'm no longer putting my money there. I'm withdrawing. Once this thing gets to this particular stage, I am selling. All right, have the plan so that you will not be hoping on the market and the market will be taking your money. All right, so that is it. And then have the right trading psychology. That is what we call discipline. You need to be disciplined. All right, you need to be disciplined, because when you are disciplined, you will not be carried away by hype or by what people say, but by what you see. All right, so you need to be disciplined, and then you need to be patient. Have sufficient dose of patience. If you are doing a spot trading and the price of the coin is going down, you need to be patient to wait for the coin to go up, because you know that the coin you invested in is a real coin that will do well in future. So you don't have to sell out of panic, because some persons always sell out of panic, and at the end of the day, that same coin they sold out of panic will end up printing millions of dollars to people, all right, that didn't sell. So at the end of the day, for spot trading, you have nothing to lose. But for future trading, always find a way to run away whenever you see the market eating your money up. So that is it. So um, that is that. Now, how to avoid crypto scams and Ponzi scheme. All right. How to avoid crypto scams and Ponzi schemes. Number one, too good to be true profits. When they begin to promise you that they're going to be paying you 10% in a day, 5% in a day, 20% in a day, it is too good to be true. No investment will pay you like that. No legit investment will pay you like that. Because at the end of the day, if they have 1 million people and they pay 1 million persons 5% in a day, how do you think that they will get the revenue that will sustain that platform? All right, so that is what I was saying when I did my review of cluster yield few months ago. When I did the review, some persons were even abusing me that I don't know what I'm talking about, but later it crashed. Yes, they have the contract code, they have the contract address, everything was coded perfectly well, but there is no sustainability because they were paying too much. And I said it that one person can actually decide to invest a huge amount of money, and the percentage that the person will get at the end will pull out all the money on the liquidity, and that system will crash. And that was actually what happened. So when the ROI, when the return on investment is too good to be true, don't invest. Ask them, what is the source of this money? Where is this money coming from? Always ask them that. All right. If you don't ask them that, and you are carried away by the promise they make, you will be the one that they will use your money. Your money will be part of the money they will use to celebrate Christmas and fly on private jet, and you'll be in your village crying, asking yourself, why did I do this thing? So sometimes at the end of the day, sometimes it's better you keep your money. You keep your money than just putting it in something you are not sure of. And then fake audit reports. There are some projects that claim that they are audited by CETIC, they are audited by this one and that one. And then when you check those platforms, you will not see their names there. or they will begin to show you registration certificates that they are registered with these people. When you check the real website, you will not see their names there. So when people tell you that they are registered, they have the certificate, always check the website. Any website that people are doing the registration, you can actually search for the name of that. For instance, in Nigeria, we have SEC for crypto projects. If you go to SEC website, you can actually search for the name of that particular project to know if it is there. If the name is not there, it means that they are not regulated by SEC. And then for some persons that say they are registered with CAC, of course, CAC is not a validity that the project is not scam. There are some scam projects that register with CAC, but at the end of the day, they actually scammed people. So CAC is not a regulatory body. Then for some person that tell you that they are registered in London, they are registered in UK, they are registered in US and different countries, those are not regulatory bodies, because that they are registered in those countries doesn't make them legit. They may have the certificate, but they can still scam you. Your money is in their custody. The money is not in the account of the government. Your money is in their account. So if they scam you and you are in Nigeria, how will you go and catch them there to take your money back? So at the end of the day, you need to just do your research very well to avoid losing your money. And then anonymous teams. There are some projects that are centralized. For decentralized project, is understandable that maybe the owner may not want to be known, just like the owner of Bitcoin. For decentralized project, and the ownership is renounced, once the ownership is renounced, it simply means that you don't even need to know the owner, because it is decentralized, all right, the administrative functions. Because the only thing that can hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, you can
Yes,
hear you.
sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you,
Okay,
sir.
so all right, sorry, somebody was calling me on this phone, that is why. So if the admin has critical administrative function, they can actually pull money from the system. All right, they can actually pull money from the liquidity. All right, but if there is no critical administrative functions, everything is renounced, and it is fully decentralized smart contract project, you may not need to know the owner. Yes, once the system is sustainable, once the source of income is known and it is sustainable, then you don't need to know the owner. But for a platform that is not decentralized, you are still depositing your money to a wallet. Even if it is a smart contract, but it is centralized, it is not decentralized. The person need to be known, so that if by tomorrow he decide to do it with people's money, we will go and hold him. We'll go and hold him down to give us our money. That is how to do it. That is why when people telling you, I have a trading platform, they need to be known. For instance, the owner of Binance is known, the owner of Bybit is known. All these major trading platforms, their owners are known because they are centralized platforms and they are being regulated. Even though in some countries they don't function, but the countries that they function, they are being regulated. All right. So somebody cannot tell you that it is anonymous. There's nothing anonymous about it. You need to show yourself, because if you don't have any ulterior motive, then you don't have any reason to hide yourself. All right. So that is that. And then how to check contract on BSC scan. I believe we all know how to check contracts, smart contracts on BSC scan. Should I still share my screen to tell you that?
Yes, sir.
Should I
Yes,
share
sir.
my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, because this training is taking time, but let me quickly show you. Okay, let's go to Chrome. Okay. I have some project I'm currently reviewing. You know, sometimes when people send me their project to review, they think that I will just tell them immediately, oh, this one is scam, this one is legit too. They don't know that I take my time to check, to research the project, because so that when you are presenting something, you say exactly what you see, not just what you think. Because there are some persons that do review, they say what they think, not what they see. So you need to say what you see, not what you think. So this is how to check a project on BSc Scan. So if you go to Chrome, you search bscscan.com. All right. So let's open BSc Scan. All right. So once it opens like this, you copy the contract address of the project, of any project they told you, anything they tell you about the project. This one is legit, so this one, that one. Just tell them, don't worry, just give me the contract address. Carry the contract address, paste it. All right, paste it. All right, and search. Okay. So once you search, it will bring all the information about that particular contract address. You can see this particular contract address have $6,327 portfolio. All right. Then the next thing you need to check is if the contract is verified. So if you take a look at here, you can see that this contract is verified. That a contract is verified does not absolutely make it legit. So when the contract is verified, is for you to see the code. The reason they verify contract is for you to see the code, so that you can make your decision. Because if it is not verified, you will not be able to see the code. That means it is still suspicious. All right, because you don't know what is happening behind the scene. So, but this one is verified. So you click on the contract. All right. So if they tell you that, okay, this is a decentralized platform, there are things you need to do. You don't need to be a developer. All right. For us that are developers, we may be able to read some code. For instance, I may be able to read certain code here because I'm a developer, right? But if you're not a developer, if you are seeing this thing, you will not understand anything here. Okay. So for instance, if I want to check the outline, I can just come to the outline, click on it, and I will see the function total supply, balance of address account, and all those things. So I can actually open any of the functions to read what is in it. All right. And then if I'm looking for ownership, if I'm looking for whether this particular contract is renounced, what I'll be looking for is owner. All right. It is from the owner that I will check the address that is there. All right. So that is it. Now, for you that are not a developer, you may not be checking the code because you may not understand the code. So all you need to do is go to what is called read contract. You can see read contract. So you can see read contract here. All right. Click on read contract. Okay. Click on read contracts. It will give you some basic information. All right. So you can see that basic things you need to know here. So for instance, we can check the ownership, whether the ownership is renounced. So if you take a look at this number 22, you can see owner. Now you can see that this owner started with a wallet address. But if we expand it, let us expand. All right, so we just expand it. You can see that the owner address is 0x000. So when the address is 0x0000 like this, infinity, it means that the ownership is renounced. So it simply implies that when the owner does not have will not have access to the liquidity unless there is a backdoor. So this is not all. There are some other critical administrative functions that you can check. For instance, there was a project I was reviewing the other day. The ownership was renounced, but the owner have a critical administrative function that can enable him to increase transaction fee. So if he want to scam you, he may not directly scam you, but he can scam you through transaction fee by increasing the transaction fee. So when he increase the transaction fee to 100%, if he invest if you invest $100, the $100 will be taken as a transaction fee. so that the ownership is renounced is not the final, but it is part of it. So you need to check the owner whether the ownership is renounced, and then you also need to check the other aspects of it. All right, so you can see staking. You can see a wallet on staking. All right, which means, okay, when you stake, it is going directly to this wallet. Now, when your staking is going to this particular wallet, you need to do what? You need to check this particular wallet now that your staking is going to know whether this wallet is actually a contract or a base or an ordinary wallet. If it is a contract, then you don't have any problem, because if the contract is renounced as well, then it may be locked. But if it is a personal wallet, it simply means that when you stake money, it directly goes to this particular wallet, and this wallet may actually be somebody's wallet. All right. So that is it. So that is how to check your every smart contract project on BSC Sky. The same thing also applies to Ethersky. If the project is on BNB blockchain, if they tell you, if you know, that's why when you are copying the contract address, ask them what is the blockchain. If it is BNB blockchain, you check it on BSC Scan. If it is Ethereum, you check it on Etherscan. If it is Solana, you check it on SolScan. If it is Ton, you check it on what do they call it? Is it Ton what? Right? So you check it on Ton network too, Ton blockchain too, Explorer too. So any network, if it is Polygon, you check it on Polygon Scan. Any network the project is launched on, you check it there. So it is not every project that is on BNB blockchain. All right. So that is that on that. So we've spent a whole lot of time, but I will be very fast from now so that we will conclude. All right. So that is it. And then fake airdrops. Avoid fake airdrops. They tell you connect your wallet to this platform and we are going to give you $10,000 worth of our token. Ask yourself, that $10,000 worth of the token, how legit is it? Don't just connect your wallet like that. So whenever you are connecting your wallet to any platform for the first time that you don't trust, make sure that the wallet you are connecting does not have your real money on it. All right, even if the wallet has your real money, let it just be very little amount of money, so that in case they are scammers, they will not scam you of your money. So whenever you are connecting your wallet to anything, make sure that for the first time, even if you trust it, but this is your first time of connecting your wallet, make sure that there is no money on your wallet first before you connect. Then do your research and make sure that that project is legitimate before you connect your wallet to it. All right, so don't just connect there are some people that that are on Bitnet that are complaining that once the money drop in the wallet, it disappears. Once the money drop in the wallet, it disappears. They might have mistakenly connected their wallet to one platform like that, and they have access to your wallet. So they have access to move money from your wallet because they are scammers. All right, they have all the necessary tools they can use to hack your wallet and scam you. All right, and then another thing also, don't show your seed phrase to anybody. Essential, your seed phrase should only be known by you. All right, then make sure you save it somewhere. Don't save it on WhatsApp. Don't save it on even email. It's very risky to even save it on your email, because if somebody hack your email, the person can see it. All right, so the best thing is you may put it on a hardware or write it down and keep it somewhere safe. All right, because if you lose your phone and you don't have your seed phrase, you have lost your wallet and all the money that is there. All right, so make sure that your seed phrase is saved in a secure place. All right, so avoid wallet drainers. All right, so never share your private key or seed phrase and all that. All right, so that is it. So these are how to avoid fake crypto projects. All right, so smart contract that pays 0.40 to 0.85% daily. The only one that I am doing now that I recommend my team is Bitness, because they have met all the criteria that qualifies them as smart contract projects for me to invest my money in. That is why you see that for this is I think going to 8 months now since I joined Bitnest. All the projects I reviewed, the period I reviewed Bitness have crashed. Go and watch my old videos. Go and check all the projects I reviewed that time and I call them scam. Go and check, all of them have crashed. All right, and Bitness was one of the projects I reviewed then. And I decided to invest in Bitness, and we've been there now for 8 months now. All right, and when I joined Bitness newly, somebody reached out to me 8 months ago. When I joined Bitness newly, somebody started me up, a very small boy, very small boy. He showed me his screenshot. I was thinking that it's a scam. The money he made, the money has made from Bitness already. When he showed me his screenshot, I was thinking that this this thing may be scam. How can this boy make this type of money? But I can tell you that the money I've made from Bitness within these few months is 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 amazing. It's amazing, and I can tell you that it is trustworthy. All right, it is trustworthy for me to tell you that, okay, I've done all my reviews and everything is transparent, everything is traceable on chain and all that. Then you can also take a look. You can also consider it as part of your project you are doing, but always apply your risk management in all you do. And anything I'm telling you here is not a financial advice. You are fully responsible for any financial decision you make. All right, so that um you will not say that you are doing it because of somebody. Before I did it, I didn't do it because of anybody. I did it out of my own personal conviction and research. All right, so whenever you want to do it, also do it out of your own personal conviction and research, so that tomorrow you will not go online and see a rumor and you come and be asking me. All right, there are a lot of persons that always send me the same thing I've spoken about over and over. The same rumor that they have been posting since I joined, they will every month they will go and renew it and publish. All right, now let me tell you the effect of rumor on project. Let me tell you how this thing works. Those people that peddle rumors, how they do it is that they want you to quit the project you are doing and join their own. That's why most of them, after criticizing your project, they recommend you to their own. So it is a business. It is a business. They will give you the reason why your project is not good, and then they will give you a reason why their own is better than your own. All right. So, and the only way you can avoid people like that is for you to do your own research by yourself. If they tell you that their product is better than your own, ask them, okay, what makes it better? Then dive into research. Check those things they say, whether it tallies with what they are presenting, and check whether it is actually better than your own. All right. With this, you will avoid jumping from one platform to another just because you want to make money. All right, and then I always tell people, also learn how to take some part of your profit whenever you are doing an investment, whether you are buying a coin or you are investing in a project. Sometimes take part of your profit. I know dey talk and make it sweet. Take part of your profits. All right, even if you are doing compounding, sometimes take part of your profits. Anybody who is telling you put all your money there, put all your money there, put all your money there, ask that person, are you telling me that all your money is here? So at the end of the day, you need to do what? Take part of your profit. All right, so you can actually compound to make some good money, because the more you compound, the more money you make, but take part of your profits. That is always what I tell people. Take part of your profits. All right. So at least you need to have some portfolio somewhere apart from one particular place. All right. So that is it. And then somebody will tell me, there was somebody that was telling me, I want to invest in this project, but the money I have now is my school fees. I don't know, should I invest or not? I will categorically tell you, if it is your school fees, don't invest. Even no matter if there are some person that want to buy my trading course, they tell me the money I want to give you for this course is my school fees. I will tell you I will categorically tell you that I will not accept that payment, because automatically you begin to have this Ponzi mentality, this sense of urgency, this betting mentality. Betting mentality. You have a betting mentality. You will begin to think that you are going to get this money back immediately. You begin to pressure yourself, and in the process you may end up losing more money. So I don't advise people to use school fees for investment. Don't use your school fees for investment. Don't use the money that is meant for your upkeep. If you're a student, don't use the money that is meant for your upkeep for investment. Don't use your rent money, the money you want to use to pay your house rent. Don't use it for any type of investment. I'm not a type of person that lure you into investing in a project so that I will earn commission. I don't lure people into investing in a project so that I will earn commission. I tell you how it is. Don't invest your school fees, your rent money, the money you use to pay your bills. Don't invest it in any platform. Use it for the purpose of it is meant for. If you want to invest another money, not the money that is essential for you. All right. So that is it. So that is that on that. So I think this is going to be the end of my training tonight. I appreciate you all for being part of this training, and I believe that we all have learned something good tonight. So I think we will have to go to the question and answer section. So we are now in the question and answer section. So I believe that anybody can ask their questions now. All right. Starting from the, I will take a look at the charts. I will take a look at the chat box to know if there are questions there. Then I will respond to the questions, and then some other questions. I will be unmuting people so that they will ask their questions. But if you know that you learned something tonight, just in the chat box, type value. If you know that you learned something tonight, just type value in the chat box so that I will know that you all are following me. All right. If you know that you learned something tonight, just type value in the chat box so that I will know that. Okay. Uche, value, Michael. All right, thank you. I really appreciate you for the acknowledgement. Don Vic, Emmanuel Patu, thank you so much for being part of this training. So I will take my time now to respond to questions. So if you have a question, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, or drop it on the chat box. I will read it and respond to you. Okay. So all right, value, Joseph. I've Crypto Academy. Okay. Valentine S. Successful. You all, I really appreciate you all for being part of tonight's training. Okay, so I think it's time for question. All right, so if you want to ask your question, you can indicate now. You can indicate now. If you want to ask your question about anything we discussed tonight or anything about crypto, you can indicate now. You can raise your hand so that you'll be unmuted. Okay.
I have a
Okay,
question.
Onye text. All right. All right, go ahead.
How will you
All right. Good
how
evening,
will you
sir.
know
Good evening, sir.
Okay, good
Hello,
evening.
sir.
Somebody is in wait for the person. Onye text, ask, go on with your question.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your presentation tonight. In fact, I give you 100% kudos, sir. Sir, please, I'm a, let me, I'm a newbie in this space, and I want to ask, how can I join your program? How can I learn from you? I want to learn how to trade from scratch, from elementary to advanced level. How can I become a profitable and a professional trader that will be making money as you have also made money so far on the online space, in the crypto space? So that's my question.
Okay. Okay, to be part of my students and people that are learning from my trading course, all you need to do is to join my online academy, Marriage Academy. All you need to do is pay for the trading course. We have a trading course where we discuss everything about crypto trading, and that trading course, I always add new trainings to it because even me, I am today, I am still learning. Sometimes I develop some new strategies that I share to my. Just like I shared another new strategy and I added it to the course. So having courses that want to I do everything. I can always go and watch it. So currently our trading our crypto trading cost, future trading cost is $20. That is just 30,000 naira for those who are paying in naira. And for those who are not paying in naira, it's $20. So when you pay $20, I add you go through the course. You need to go through the course first to understand it. If you understand it, you will then be added to my signal where I drop trading signals. Subsequently, I do trainings too. You will join the group. I drop trainings there too. So that is it. But you must go through our course and pass the quiz before you join that signal group. So you are not paying for the signal group, all right? You are not paying for the signal group. You are only paying for the course. The signal group is my own bonus for buying my course. So I will just add you to the signal group so that you'll be receiving signals whenever I see a good job. All right. So that is it. So for you to learn from us, you need to buy our trading course. It's just $20 from Marriage Academy. When you buy the course, some of them are videos, some of them are books, are ebooks, but very, they are not too much, they are not too complicated. Just each after the other. Understand it. And you practice it with demo accounts. As a newbie who is starting trading, I always tell people start it first with demo account. Trade for some weeks. Review your profits and your loss before you know if you can use your real to start doing the real trade. That is how to do it. All right. So I believe that is clear.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Esther Lawrence, you can now ask your question.
Good
You can
evening,
unmute
sir,
yourself and ask your question.
and good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening and
Good evening,
welcome.
sir, and good evening. Thank you for
Yes, you are
sir.
welcome.
The question I want to for the trading, can someone copy you directly? Is there a link for that?
Okay. You cannot, I don't actually set up a trade on exchanges. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. There are people that set up trades on exchanges. All you need to do is just trade and trade. No. The only thing I do is that I send you a signal. So you are trading exactly what I am trading. Before I drop a signal, I am trading the same coin at that particular time. So when I drop the signal, as I'm trading, you are trading. Then anytime I want to exit the market, I will tell you that I want to exit the market. Then I will exit, you will exit. That is how you can copy from me if you want to copy from me. But I don't have an existing setup whereby my trades are ongoing and then you go and copy it and trade directly on exchange, apart from when I drop signals.
Oh, okay, sir. Then another question I want to, because I joined new, so the question I want to ask is that,
Yeah.
hello, can you hear me, sir? The question I want to ask is that, what is the minimum amount someone can use in this trading?
All right. When it comes to future trading, it depends on the risk management strategy you are using. For mine, you can actually use any amount to start future trade, even $10. Like the example I showed you initially when I started this training, I showed you how I used less than $1 trade and made over 3% profit. So you can actually use any trade. When it comes to my risk management, there are ways you split your fund before you trade. So I always advise people the minimum you can start if you want to apply that method we are using is $20, because if you fund your wallet with $20, we are not trading with the whole $20. There are ways you split your funds to trade, which I taught in my course. So what will be able to carry that amount effectively is from $20 and above. So that's okay. Any other question, please?
Okay, sir, sorry,
Yes.
I'm asking much question. I already have a Bybit account already, and if I want to start following your trade and I want to trade, what do I do?
Okay. If you want to follow my trade, like want to trade with me, the first thing you will do is get my crypto trading course and go through it. Study it. All right. Study it. After you've understood my trading formula and strategies, you do the quiz, because what will be asked in the quiz is the same thing you did in the course. To be sure that you actually went through the course, you need to go through a quiz. Once you pass the quiz, I will add you to my trading group where I drop trade signals, and then you start trading with me. So anytime I am going to trade, or drop the signal in the group, and then you trade with me. So that is how to trade with me.
Right.
Okay.
Hello,
So
sir.
any other? Yes.
Sorry for back to you, sir. I want to ask because I want to ask what is a signal?
Signal is a setup, a trading set. When it comes to crypto, is the setup we have, or the setup we have that we're going to trade. So I will send you that particular setup, and then you go and set it up in your own account, and then trade. That is what we call signal. So the signal simply means the trading setup that we've
Okay.
put together and sent to
Oh,
you.
okay.
Set on.
Okay.
That is
All
what we
right.
call signal.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question, please? Okay, somebody is asking of the WhatsApp group. Okay, go on.
Thank you. I just joined your programs of them through YouTube. I've been seeing your review of you on YouTube. I so much love your way of reviewing project. So what I want to ask, because I'm an investor in business, so and I have many people that is coming through me through business. So I want to know the critical risk that is involved in business, because you have reviewed it and you say that it's okay. You read the contract, the code, everything. So what can happen to what will happen to business that will allow it to crash? If it will crash. That's my question.
Okay. Okay. Now, when it comes to a smart contract project that is decentralized and they have the liquidity on PancakeSwap, and then everything is transparent, one of the things that could make and they have the source of revenue, which is the fact that when people when you add money to the liquidity, people borrow from it. All right, when you add money to the liquidity, people borrow from that money you added to the liquidity and then pay back with interest. And then they also make money from different places like the Binance pool, which is the Pancake Swap pool, from transaction fees and swap fees and the rest of them. Now, what will make a project like this to crash is when when people stop doing these things. When people stop taking loans, then because the major source of revenue is from there, is from that. Yes, the major source of revenue is from that. If people stop taking loans, there is a tendency that the system will not be able to be generating revenues, and you will not be able to circulate, because sometimes when you try to circulate, they will tell you that there is a queue or something like that. So when there is no available borrowers and you are not circulating, the only thing that will be happening is that the people that already have their money on the liquidity we get it, but you will not be able to invest again. So it all boils down to the usage of the project. So if people stop using the project, the ecosystem, then it will stop functioning. All right, so that is it. Even though the ownership is renounced and there is no critical administrative function whereby somebody can actually go to from the back end and pull money. There is no backdoor. I haven't seen any backdoor. So the only thing that will make it to crash are these things I just mentioned. All right. So, I always tell people that in crypto, we don't pray. We don't pray. We face reality. We don't pray for a project not to crash, and we don't pray for a project to crash. We don't pray for a Bitcoin price to go up, and we don't pray for Bitcoin price to go down. Anything can happen in the market. So whatever happens in the market is the fundamental of the market, and we take it like that. So that is it. Thank you. I believe that is clear to you, Mr. Joseph.
Yes, it's clear. Yes, it's clear. It's just that all those things that you mentioned, I don't think that as far as crypto is concerned, people will stop borrowing money from doing their business. And I know people will continue to circulate for people to borrow. So you're on the right track. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Any other question, please? Any other question? If you have a question, you can just unmute yourself and ask, because we are okay. For those asking of the WhatsApp group, let me know if I can get it. Let me know if I can get the link to the WhatsApp group. Please, if you have a question, unmute yourself and ask your questions, because we've spent over, I think, close to 2 hours here. We've spent close to 2 hours, so we've really done well for tonight. And I believe that all those who attended this training got some values. If you attended this training, you will not be losing money unnecessarily again. All right? You will not be losing money unnecessarily again. So, and you will know how to take profit. I always shout it, take profit. When you see some profit, take some profit.
Good evening, sir.
All right, good evening.
Well done for the good job, sir.
Thank you.
I want to ask that what day are we going to when this program is going to commence again?
You mean this type of training?
Yes.
Okay, I always do this training subsequently. Before, I used to do it every week, but because of my activities currently, I fix dates. I fix the dates whenever I am free. So I'm going to communicate that in the WhatsApp group. So I'd like you to join the WhatsApp group. Anytime we are doing training, you will just see it and you will join us.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Just help us drop that WhatsApp awaiting
Yes,
WhatsApp link so
yes,
that
yes,
we can be able
yes.
to, because I
I've
myself
dropped.
am interested in that. I'm very interested in that crypto trading, starting from scratch, because I don't know anything about it, and I want to learn about the trading.
Yes. Sure. Just join our WhatsApp group and you get access to all the necessary information. For those asking me of the group link, I've dropped the group link on the chat box. So go to the chat box now. You will see the group link there. All right. Just go to the chat box. You see the group
All right.
link.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
You're welcome.
Hello,
Any
sir.
other? Yes.
Please, I want to ask, can you drop this material, the material used for this presentation? Can you drop it on the group tonight? I want to actually go through. Yes.
Okay. I will do that.
And even this the recording, if possible, sir.
I think this recording is supposed to be on my. I think I'm also live on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
It should be on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Then the material, just help me drop it on the group, sir.
All right. Okay, I will do that.
Yes, sir.
I will
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So, any other question? Any other question? Any other question? All right. So, in absence of questions, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you all for being part of this class. I appreciate you all for attending the training, paying attention from beginning to end. The reason I like this thing is because if you are attending to trainings like this, it will be very difficult for you to be deceived by fake people. All right. So that is why this type of training is essential. So make sure that you always follow up with our subsequent trainings. The next training, I'll be sharing more about the crypto market, and I'm even be doing more of practical steps in our next. So stay tuned and always follow up with information, ask questions, and mistake. All right. So thank you so much for being part of tonight's training. Have a good night rest. I remain Chuko the Martins.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm a very noisy place. That is why I haven't come. Sorry.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate, sir.
You're welcome.